Hi, thanks for tuning in. So as you can tell from the title of this video, we're going to talk about whether or not you can belong to a meal delivery service and do the 21-day fix. This is not a simple yes or no answer, but it is doable if you are very strategic. So I belong to Blue Apron, and it's a great meal delivery service. A couple of things that you can do on Blue Apron, and I can't confirm or deny whether or not this is also available on the other food delivery systems, but there are a couple great things to take advantage of. The first one is that with Blue Apron, you have 4 recipes to choose from each week. And so you can go in, look at the calories, look at the ingredients, and very strategically choose the ones that not only will fit into your plan, but also that your family will enjoy eating. The other thing is you can also skip a delivery if the meals that week just don't fit in to your plan. So I'm not going to share with you the recipe today because I feel like it's a paid delivery service and I wouldn't feel right giving you the recipe. But I am going to walk you through the steps that I take to make sure that I stay on plan and I measure just to make sure that everything I'm doing is on the up and up. So last week I actually didn't get Blue Apron because I looked at the 4 recipes and none of them really fit my family's wants, or they didn't really fit into my plan. So I skipped last week. But this week there were actually 2 of the 4 recipes that absolutely would work for the family and would work for my plan. And so tonight I'm doing seared chicken with turnip, apple, and barley salad. And I'm just going to let you watch what I do and then show you what I do to make sure that I am definitely staying on the 21-day fix. The other cool thing about a meal delivery service is that it gets you out of your comfort zone of your regular ingredients. And a great example is this recipe this week called for turnips. I've actually never purchased a turnip, and I don't think I've ever eaten one. So this will be fun to try a new vegetable and see if I love it. I am all about kitchen tools to make my life easier, and this is something that's fairly inexpensive and very useful. It's a garlic press, and all you do is you take a clove of garlic and you stick it in here, and then you press, you squeeze the handles together, and it just minces it for you. It's the best thing ever. Okay, here's how I'm going to make sure that I stay on track with everything. So I'm going to do 2 pans. I'm going to do the exact same thing in both pans as far as adding stuff and following the directions, but I'm going to measure my stuff out in the smaller pan so that I make sure I stay on track. So I have actually 2 green containers to use for dinner tonight. So I'm going to measure out 1 container of the kale, and then let's see how many turnips are there. I don't want to take a full container because then my family will have no turnips left. So I'm going to take some of the turnips and more of the kale. So there we go. There's 2 containers of vegetables. This will be for me to heat up in the pan, in my particular pan. Now the apple is a little tricky because there's only 1 apple, and I'm pretty sure there's probably less than 2 servings of apple here. I could measure it, but I've saved a fruit and I'm not too worried, so I'm gonna just go ahead and take a quarter of the apples and those will be mine. Okay, so here's where more measuring comes in. I have this barley, and the directions tell me to add everything together, but I'm going to measure and add mine separately so that I make sure that I am staying on track. So yellow is for your starch, so I'm going to fill this up, and I'm going to add it to my bowl of vegetables. Here's another quick adaptation. This recipe actually calls for sour cream, but I'm going to replace my portion with Greek yogurt because that is on plan. I don't think sour cream is. Correct me if I'm wrong. So here's my portion, and this is generous. I will be full when this is done. So can you do a meal delivery service and be on a diet plan such as the 21-day fix? Yeah, you can, but you just have to be careful, look at the ingredients, pick wisely, and make substitutions where necessary. Thanks so much.